Welcome to Sunday Morning Quarterback with Jay Stockwell and Bob Frady. Oh, this has got to be a good day for you, Bob Fraley. We got a new offensive coordinator, and I think somebody's been calling that for a while.
I think if you want to go back a year ago, you could probably see the last time I talked about this. And listen, no disrespect to Marcus Satterfield. I can only imagine how difficult that job is. That said, number one, results count. And number two, you got to play the hand that you're dealt. You can sit there and wish that you had a certain type of offensive skill set. You got to play the hand that you're dealt. And it seems like he had a little bit of trouble doing that. So
I have a lot of respect for Matt Rhule making the decision. Clearly, close relationship with the guy, but he made an executive decision here, and he's trying to save the season. Winning 2 more games would be a big step forward and get to a bowl game for the first time in 8 years.
One more game gets to a bowl game. 2 games gets to a better bowl game. And all 3, a better bowl game.
Right. So I'm very excited about the potential. I'm glad Marcus can stay and coach tight ends if he wants. And because he could have just punted and got his money and, taken some time off. But he wants to stick with it. So,
he may have. We don't know. So we'll see. Who knows? They didn't. When I was at Lincoln last week, they didn't tell me anything. So
I think it's just going to be exciting to see someone else call the plays because, especially a guy with experience, especially a guy who's known for, getting 500 yards per game. He's done it at multiple places. That's going to be very, very exciting. And I think the defense is pretty good. So
it'll be interesting to see because, he comes in with offenses that really work well. The problem is with I think that they call it the Big Ten because the players are 10% bigger than they are in other leagues. And that 10%, it takes up a couple of inches of space, and that cuts down your available lanes. So, can you win with that kind of offense in the Big Ten is a question to be seen, because we have that kind of offense with Lincoln Riley and USC, and that's not necessarily panned out so well. But these are 2 teams, both of which have massive changes. New offensive coordinator, new quarterback for USC.
Miller Moss is on the bench.
So, I'm Miller Moss. I'm throwing for 300 yards a game. You know what, kid? Go sit down. It's like, harsh. So I don't know. You might as well throw a spitball at the wall to pick this game. It's like, who knows what's going on? But both teams are struggling. Both teams are performing below expectations. Both teams have made major changes late in the season, but both teams had a bye week to do it. So it's interesting. For sure, this will be an interesting game. This is one game where it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I have no clue what's going to happen.
I kind of wish we were going to the game, but
I'm glad we're not going to the game because the last time we went to Nebraska at USC, 2 things happened. Number one, I almost I almost got in a fight.
we should have Will on the call today.
So because somebody was messing with Jay's nephew, and I'm like, I can't have that. The second thing is that I'm not sure if you remember this, but we got a little hammered at that game, and we had a big giant limo with ends stuck all over the side of it. And when we got home, you reached back and punched me right in the middle of the chest, and I thought my vertebrae were going to collapse. I'm like, so no, I'm not going to any USC Nebraska games at USC with you.
Remember we lost Jacob in the crowd that game?
The Coliseum is built for a more genteel time. Ironically, it's called the Coliseum. You would think there'd be like, Romans and gladiators everywhere, but there's like these poles in front of the entrance to keep people from rushing, and it just messed everything up. So
I think there's going to be 20,000 Nebraska fans there, so it could be a really
I don't think
good...
there might not be 20,000 USC fans at that game, so there are going to be some empty seats. And, how well is USC going to respond to the fact that LA crowds are very fickle. If they were 8-0 right now, the place would be packed. But now that they're, 4-5?
4-4. 1-5.
They're like, we've got better things to do. We're going to the beach. Listen, yo, what's up? Let's go to the USC game. No, man. On the beach. Going up to the mountains, man. Yeah, they're just okay.
The line is 9, is that right?
That's a crazy line. It's crazy. I'm like, certainly Nebraska blew a tire against Indiana, but Indiana's whooping everybody. And I understand it. SC can still put up points. I don't know. 9.5 points. You're saying that USC's defense is that good? I'm saying no.
Their offense is ranked 44th in the country, and our defense is ranked 53rd. So, and their defense is ranked 142, and our offense is ranked 152. So, on opposite sides of the ball, it's a pretty even matchup. So, I agree with you. I think the line is a little high. Question for you, Bob. It's on Fox. I'm going to be on my way home from Palm Springs. I should be able to watch it on the plane, shouldn't I? Fox is on the TV on the plane.
I don't know what kind of planes you're flying these days, so it could be,
Delta.
If you're on like Break My Spirit airline, I'm not sure you can get the game.
Break My Spirit. Did you see the gunshots in Haiti?
Oh yeah, let's bust some gaps. Come on. So anyway, you should be able to, I think. I'm going to be traversing across the country on Saturday. We're making our annual pilgrimage back to California. So,
oh boy.
I don't know.
You can watch YouTube TV while Leslie drives.
Yeah, I can think about that. Although we'll go through the mountains. I'm the mountain guy. She's the flatlander.
Okay.
So, but we can at least turn it on.
So what's your order of battle? Are you going to drive from here to where, and then
going from here to Fort somewhere, Colorado? Doing the big days the first day, big 12-hour drive the first day. Let's gun it. And then we're going from Fort somewhere, Colorado, to Beaver, Utah, because who doesn't like to stay in the Beaver when they get a chance? Then we're going to wake up early. We're going to see our family, our niece and nephew and their kids in Leeds. And then we're going to bounce back to Ladera that night. So 3 gigantic days of driving. Not as bad as 5 days on a bicycle, that's for sure.
And then stop in Vegas on the way back, or
nope. What do you get the dogs? Nope. You get the dogs with us. You can't stop anywhere. That's the stupid. I have to drive across the country because there's a stupid dog. I could be home in 4 hours on a plane, but no, I got that dog, so I got to drive across the country.
The number of parties I'm going to have at your house while you're gone is going to be
just don't bring a black light here, whatever you do. We got all this wine delivered from Italy. It's like, nope, that's going to sit until next year. So. It's sad, but you know what? First world problems. Yeah, I'm so sad. I have to get my California hats for winter.
Today's, as you know, is Betsy's birthday. So
hey, there you go.
I was out melting the credit card this afternoon. So good thing they're made of steel.
There you go.
Yes, I was getting you don't need to buy me anything. You don't need to buy me anything.
That's a false. What do you call that? A false flag? So, yeah.
Exactly.
It's yike-a-ronies.
Look, so I would take the points on this one. I actually think these coaching changes have a way of inspiring people, and I think the guy's going to come in and just say, "Guys, we're going to do these 3 things really well, and we're going to keep doing them. So just get ready, and we're going to play fast." And,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Now, the question is, I don't even know if Rhule can play. So you got to kind of prepare 2 different sort of game plans if you're going with Heinrich.
Apparently he is going to play. That's the word on the streets. The word on the streets of Lincoln is that he will be playing. From your Nebraska
sources, did Coach Osborne give you a call and say, "Hey, Bob, great to see you this week"?
I had a delightful meeting with Coach Osborne last week. Very unintentional. I wasn't expecting it. But Des Moines runs Teammates. Des Moines Adams, friend of the show, runs Teammates. And he's like, "Hey, Coach is in the office today. I got to be here. Do you mind stopping by?" I'm like, "Sure." And so Coach is awesome, man. I walk up, we have a great conversation, and super nice guy. Got a couple of books signed. It was awesome. And if you got a few extra bucks and you're looking to support a charity, teammates, excellent choice.
All right, so let's predict this, Bob. I actually think that you got a demoted offensive coordinator. You got Dana Holgorsen coming in. I think that's going to be very motivating to the offense. I think I got it at 21-14. I think the defense is going to be inspired. And I think we're going to have a crowd out there that's going to rival what they have. And it's a cool thing to play in the Coliseum. So I think everybody's going to be motivated to play. So I'm predicting a bounce back victory here. And they've got quarterback issues, so we'll see how their guy does. And we're going to march on to bowl eligibility. Now, that's a bold claim with all this change. But
so what's your total again?
21-14.
21-14. Wow, Black Shirt stepping up.
Yeah.
I predicted 28-21 Nebraska victory. So under and the points again. That has blown up in my face spectacularly a couple of times, but got to spin the wheel.
What's the over under?
50 and a half.
Hey, look, if we actually score 21 points, that'd be progress, and I'd be happy. And so I just think our defense is going to be motivated as well.
Yeah.
And I am excited to see them play after the bye week break.
But if you had a how confident are you in this? So like 0, I'm totally not confident, and 100, I'm totally confident. The needle would be moving back and forth all over the place because I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen.
I think it's a 50-50 proposition this weekend.
Because if this quarterback that was that good, that guy they're changing to, if he was that good, Lincoln Riley would have stuck him in already. And so he's not bad. But I don't know if he's the answer.
You know about it? Is he young, old? What's his story?
He transferred in from some other call. I don't pay that much attention to the opposition.
Yeah,
that's my thing. Jaden Maeve, he's a kid from Hawaii. So yeah, he was a dual threat quarterback. Well, not really too much dual threat. Good quarterback though for UNLV last year. But then again, it's UNLV. Everybody's drunk when they come to UNLV. So like, look at that. Strippers and booze, Vegas, gambling, let's go. So anyway, we could not spend a lot of time on this because nothing looks very interesting except for maybe Arizona State and Kansas State, both 7-2. Tennessee and Georgia. That's the other big game on the schedule. That'll be a good one.
Oregon at Wisconsin. That'll be fun to watch because we've got Wisconsin the next week. So
yeah, hopefully Oregon beats them to a pulp and then softens them up for us.
Utah, Colorado. All of a sudden, Colorado's interesting again, huh?
Although Mercer is 9-1, playing Alabama, who's 7-2.
I'm looking exactly at that game right now.
Mercer has a 1% chance to win this game according to ESPN Analytics, and you know what? There you go.
Oh, Georgia, Tennessee. That's a good one. But I'm excited for USC and take us out, Bob.
Go Big Red!
Oh, Big Red. Yeah, baby. No, it's not. No.
Would you be like that at Memorial Stadium?
Oh, Big Red! No.
No, you wouldn't. You're in Memorial Stadium. Go Big Red!
Go Big Red!
There you go.